Don't miss Clownfish Studios' latest crowdfunder, Crimson Wren Volume 1 on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Thaddeus Wendell's greatest treasure is out there, and it's up to young mage Crimson Wren and the crew of a rundown airship called the True North to find it. But will they find it in time? Crimson Wren of the True North is a race against the clock filled with action, adventure, comedy, and heart. This is a brand new manga-style graphic novel from Clownfish Studios. Go to crimsonwren.com or check it out on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. It ends on November 18th. That's November 18th. And now on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Disney ripping off its customers again. We've been talking a lot lately about how Disney is not the value it used to be.
Nope.
And we mentioned before that they were talking about cutting back on food portions. And oh my God, we're going to look and see how much they've cut back and how much they're charging. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 280, almost 281,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Go out to piratesandprincesses.net for objective Disney news. And let's just rip this right off here.
Well, actually, most of these are Disneyland related. Okay, first, I want to make sure that's clear. Disneyland, the place that they said was an unfavorable mix when they were screwing over their annual pass holders. Well, now they've taken to serving them literally a sliver of cake and charging them $10.
Yeah. This is not a $10 piece of cake. And people put, did they put pictures up of the original?
Well, I don't know if that was the original or not, but this is what this person got. They took a picture as soon as it got hit, it was laid in front of them, because they were like, oh my God, it's like literally, a sliver of cake.
A sliver of cake.
$10.
For $10 at Disney. What a bargain, guys.
There's 2 forks. That's what he meant to be shared?
Oh my God. You could get
If I ordered a piece of cake to share for $10, you're thinking, oh, I can definitely share this piece of cake. How much did it cost you to give me that big dome cake that was huge?
Oh, that was a couple years ago. Yeah, so at Hollywood Studios, we went to Mama Melrose for Geeky's birthday one year, and I ordered one of those Mickey cakes, the dome cakes that they make, and it was like $30 or $35 for a huge cake that we ate for like 3 days.
Yeah,
Four of us.
It was big. It wasn't, if that was the case, that would be 3 slivers of cake.
Yes.
3.5 slivers of cake.
This is about 3.5 bites of cake. So this is, this is quite the piece.
And y'all remember last year when Christine McCarthy stuck her foot in, I think it was last year, and then made the comments about how, well, they're going to be shrinking the food sizes and it's going to help get the guests with their waistline. Remember all that? Christine McCarthy, the one who got the CFO that got huge, multi-million-dollar bonuses.
Yeah.
That same Christine McCarthy.
Yeah.
Who apparently was in the chain of command when that whistleblower was involved. That
yes,
Christine McCarthy.
She was. Yes.
Yeah. So after she said that, the CFO said that, now we're seeing little slivers of cake.
Yeah, and this is a Mickey ice cream sandwich now? What the frick? That's like half the size of what they used to be.
Oh, I'm seeing it. We're seeing it shrink across the board. I mean, we're seeing different things in the price. If it doesn't shrink, the prices go up. And sometimes it shrinks and the price goes up. Yeah,
this is ridiculous. I mean, guys, I'm not kidding. It's getting to the point now where Disney is not even worth it. I mean, it's just every time I see more penny pinching, I'm like, this is just absolutely
$10 for this.
ridiculous.
Well, the comments were fun. I have a couple on here. You have some on there. The person said, we started laughing when this arrived. The pic does not do justice to how thin the cake slice is. Huge disappointment as we love cake. Who doesn't? And happened to be well experienced with the concept of cake sliced.
The cake is a lie.
And what one should look like, especially at Disney parks. You're paying a lot, but you usually get a big piece.
A slither indeed. You should get a slithering cake.
Yeah, I think they meant sliver, but
a sliver.
It looks slivery. It looks slippery with the berries on it. People are like, "Would you maybe pay for the berries?" But yeah, some of the other comments. You can actually go to the Reddit post. There's other ones I didn't put in. They're like, "You just saved us a bunch of money finding that out. So thank you for taking the hit for us all."
Here's what it used to look
like. I don't know if that's true or not.
Let's see. This is what it used to look
I don't know. 8-layer chocolate torte, probably, but
it might have been.
Well, it was an 8-layer chocolate hazelnut cake. I just don't know if that was the same one. I can't speak to that. Charge more to cut it into fours. It's really sad how far Disneyland has fallen. I didn't renew my key, and I feel good.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point now. I mean, we've been annual pass holders for years at Disney World, and I don't think it's been as extreme at Disney World, the cost cutting, but you know, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't even want to go. We went over the summer. That was the first time we'd gone in a while, and we went on a family trip, and I'm like, I don't even want to go anymore.
Yeah, honestly, it was. I mean, we only got through so fast because I'm an expert. Otherwise, it would have been a tremendous nightmare. This is what I thought of first. Where's that gif of starving Mickey slicing the thinnest slice of bread? And that's why I put the picture for my featured image with the Donald with the bean. Do you remember? This is not the same thing as flicking the bean, but you know, there's his slice of bean and bread.
Yeah,
they slice the bean and like thin too.
God, it's ridiculous. I mean, this is ridiculous. A cake is gonna cost like $1,000.
$10 to breathe in a whiff of cake.
It's pretty much it. Like if you breathe in, you're gonna suck the crumbs right up in your nostrils. This is ridiculous. Look, I can't even be. I'm not even angry anymore. I used to get so angry about it, but now I'm kind of like, it is common knowledge how much of a ripoff Disneyland and Disney World are right now. That they don't want the average consumer, and they're not even giving you. Now, if they were giving you a primo experience for the money, but it's just pure unadulterated greed at this point. And there's no value for it. It used to be that Disney was worth every penny because nothing compared to a Disney experience, right?
We skipped or canceled so many ADRs this week because the value is just not there. ADRs is advanced dining reservations for those who don't speak the lingo. Well, the food at the hotel has been great and reasonably priced. And they stayed off property, of course, because if you stay on property, oh my God, the hotels at Disneyland on property. I'm going to tell you straight up, Disneyland prices are, I think, higher than Walt Disney World, and that's for the most part, and that's saying something.
I think so, yeah.
They have less choices for hotels, but the prices are, even for like the basic ones, are higher.
Disneyland Hotel, last time I checked, I mean, it's been a while since we've stayed there, but it was like $400 to $600 a night for the Disneyland Hotel, which used to be kind of considered almost like a value.
It was like more of a moderate, I'd say. And the Grand Californian's more, and I think the Disneyland Hotel was better.
Oh, I'd take the Disneyland Hotel over the Grand Californian any day. The Grand Californian reminds me of the Shining Hotel. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan.
Yeah.
I never stay at Paradise Pier.
I don't know about that one. I'm going to stay there. But I'm just saying, overall prices do seem higher, I think, at Disneyland than Walt Disney World. So, you can stay off properties where most people do.
Well, so when we went to Universal a couple weeks ago, I took the kids down. The hotel we stayed at. That was
about a month now, baby.
Has it been a month?
It's been a month.
Well, that's a couple of weeks plus a couple more weeks. That's a month. I can math. Anyway, see, time flies when you're having fun on YouTube. We stayed at a Value. We stayed at the Surfside, and we got like a whole pizza and wings for like $20, I think, at the food court.
I mean, deals are relative, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for a theme park, that's
pretty good. That's actually pretty good for most places.
I mean, we could have had
Pizza Hut's like that much, you know.
We could have had 2 slices of cake that's the equivalent of like a quarter of an actual slice of cake for $20, or we can have a whole pizza and wings.
Well, somebody made comments. Well, it's worth it because of the the atmosphere. And it is a cool restaurant. Blue Bayou is cool. Yeah, it is actually inside Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, the ride Pirates of the Caribbean goes past it.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, but it's part of the attraction. You sit there. It's kind of like if you've been to the Mexico Pavilion at Walt Disney World, and you can have the restaurant there and then the boat ride. It's like that, but much cooler. So yeah, I mean, it does have a cool atmosphere. Even so, that little crumb wasn't $10 worth.
No. Yeah, they said 8 months ago Disney had a public earnings call. They straight up said,
this year then.
Yep, they straight up said they were going to reduce food portions and raise prices. Yep. They made a fat joke after it.
And they did. They totally did.
They're lying. It's Clownfish TV. They're behind all of it. They're lying. They're making all the Disney fans alt-right Nazis.
Someone said, if I had ordered an 8-layer cake and this was what was served, I would laugh and ask when the cake company, where the cake was. Like, this is the garnish. Where's the cake?
Yeah, right? I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, even at Epcot, well, it's been a couple of years, but the last time I'd done a festival at Epcot, like their snack-sized portion of cake was thicker than that cake because I really like was
the frangipane.
The frangipane at the pop art.
Yeah, it's at the Festival of the Arts.
Festival of the Arts.
Pop Eats.
Pop Eats. Love it. It's nice thick like an almond cake, and it's probably it's like
$6.
It's like $6, and it's like 3 times the thickness of that, and it's
it's way bigger than that. It's considerably bigger. I love this. If Disney were smart, they would charge a supplemental $20 fee so you can upgrade to the lightning cake, which would be the regular size slice of cake. This is a basic package. Don't be poor peasant.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Like, look, Disney is actually turning its own fans against them. Nothing we say, nothing that WDW News Today says, nothing that the Fandom Menace says can do the damage to Disney that Disney has done to itself.
Oh, this is the person making a joke. I said, someone says, actually, this is really good value considering the quality ingredients and the atmosphere you can't find anywhere else but Disney. I'd pay double for it. People literally say this shit, and they mean it.
Yes.
And it's like, well, then you can go ahead and pay double because that's what they're going to make you do when there's like, 100 people left that they'll charge quadruple.
The 8 layers is just to describe the stack of money they're counting in back after selling this Little Debbie slices of proper dessert. They should go get like Little Debbie cakes and just like throw a Mickey Mouse on them or something and say, oh, this is Mickey's magical.
As soon as you have a Mickey on it, the prices go up 20%. It's the Mickey tax.
The Mickey tax. It's like the pink tax, but with Mickey.
Firstly, I thought this was a slice of bacon. Someone else make comment if they've had bacon thicker than that.
Oh my God.
It goes on and on.
So this is kind of sad. I stopped eating at Disney restaurants when I saw how badly the lobster nacho quality dropped at Lamplight Lounge. I love that. I've had that. That's good.
I wouldn't know because I didn't get to go to that event.
I'm sorry.
That's when I was getting screwed out of media.
Yeah, but that's okay. We won that lawsuit, and
we did.
She can burn anyway. Now I usually do a nice Dole Whip coffee, maybe a Ronto-less wrap. That's it. Yeah, they used to have really good food. Actually, the Lamplight Lounge was known for having good like snack food, and it sounds like they've gone downhill too. And they probably charge you 3 times as much.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Here, go up. There's some more down. They're talking about. There's another. No, the other way.
The other up.
The other. Yes. Like keep going.
I'm going.
Here.
Okay. Go on.
No.
Up this way.
Yeah. Okay. They're talking about the Monte Cristo sandwich, which was also very popular at Cafe Orleans. It was something that was very popular. This is my family's favorite meal. We always split it and still have leftovers. So when I went solo a few months ago, I literally packed a Ziploc bag, planning to take the leftovers back home in an ice chest the next morning. Imagine my surprise when the thing came out, and not only was it significantly smaller, but the ratio of meat, cheese to breading was so off that I ate the whole thing by myself, minus the extra inches of just bread with no filling.
Oh my God.
And it didn't feel like a complete meal. Taking home my sad, empty Ziploc bag made me a bit salty. At least the ice chest came in handy for all the apples and grapes from Oogie, must have been from Oogie Boogie Bash last year or whatever. I don't know. There's that. Then someone says, there's somebody else was talking about another meal down the way. We don't have to find. Oh, so 2 weeks ago, I wish I had pics from 2 weeks ago. My wife got the Monte Cristo, and I got the half chicken. My ear got this kid's steak meal. My kid's meal was literally 2 pieces of steak and 2 pieces of broccoli. The smallest meal I've ever seen from a restaurant. He left hungry, and he has the lowest appetite I've ever seen. My half chicken was 1 boneless chicken thigh. My wife and I had a laugh out of it, but we will never go back.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous. Fudge
Someone said
this.
about the cake too. He said, "Did it taste good?" They're like, "Oh, it was just okay. It wasn't even good cake."
I wish somebody would hire Gordon Ramsay or something and let him go wild. Make corporate watch the videos over and over again, Clockwork Orange style. No, because Gordon Ramsay in a lot of cases thinks that they waste a lot of food, and he thinks you should stretch out the ingredients as much as possible.
This is just insane. And I mean, and this is what we can expect. People are talking now that there were some things they were saying about how for different better spots for viewing for fireworks. Well, we already do like the dessert party, so you get special seating. But now there's talks, with the
to get genie, dessert or not.
Yeah, I don't know. It was all you could eat. They're going to change that soon, probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
But remember what they did do? It was all you can eat for the dessert party, but it was like they used to have like one dessert party a night, but now it's like 4 different dessert party nights, and they rotate your seating for fireworks, so they get you in and out within an hour, so you can't actually get that. So try to limit. They probably don't restock as fast as they should to try to make it people don't eat as much. I will bet you. And then they're talking how they might start charging, with Genie Plus, that they might start charging, like, where they have the front of the line access for some attractions, that they might start charging that you want to pay. You bought your, you get the better seating at the parade or at the fireworks show if you pay an extra $10 a person.
This is insane, because I remember back in the day being like 2010, 2012, when you would go to a dessert party, they'd be damn near full-size desserts. You could sit there as long as you wanted to and just get as
they weren't full-size, but they were big.
They were big. Like 2 of them would be a full-size dessert. They were like the Epcot size.
Yeah, they weren't quite that big, but they were. But it was legitimate. Like, you were there for hours, and you could sit there. You go in and out.
You could just freaking eat and eat and eat and eat, and then eat some more, then puke it up, and then eat and eat and eat and eat some more, and nobody said anything. They might have judged you. They might have been like, "Wow, look at that fat ass stuff."
And I felt bad paying. Well, it wasn't that much either. It was like $30 a person. It was reasonable. Reasonable. I mean, it was still a lot, but I remember I saved for that because it was like a one-time thing we were going to do, and the kids were real little, and they would get like they could see Tinkerbell right over them and stuff. So I went ahead and paid for that. And even then I thought it was really pricey, but it was at least not anywhere near what the price went up to like a year later and so on since.
And the weird thing is I remember back then, like, we would do these trips and, we were, strapped for extra cash, and so we would, do things on the budget.
But we still did a lot of things.
We did a lot of things. We could, for, $2,500, $3,000.
And we still ate at Cinderella's Royal Table on that.
We did.
We still went to Akershus a couple times in that.
And it was worth it then. It was actually worth it. I remember even, we'd have a conversation in the car on the way back. We'd be like, God, that actually, it's expensive, but it's worth it. And now I can't even.
Well, now the prices are just so, and it's getting worse, and you're getting less for more, and that is the new Disney difference: less for more.
Well, here, just to kind of tack this onto the end, Insider has an article. These are expensive things at Disney that were free.
Fast Pass, clearly.
Only a few years ago. And,
parking.
Theme park.
Magic bands.
They used to give you complimentary magic bands, and now you have to pay for them, and they start at what? $10 to $20.
Yeah, you get a discount if you buy it when before you get there with your hotel resort. But if you don't, they're really expensive, especially the ones that do like the interactive, which is just a flashes lights a couple times.
So the Disney hotels used to be worth it again because you got free parking. That's not the case now. Now it's $15 to $25 to $35 depending on where you're staying. If you fly to Disney World, you have to pay for transportation. You used to get the transportation free. Again, it was worth staying on property because you got perks. Now I can't even tell a person to stay on property because I'm like, if you got to pay anyway, just go to Disney Springs. They've got hotels there for about a third.
Then you can drive your own car and everything else, or drive rental, and it'd probably be cheaper.
Yeah, you can't get fast passes for free at Disney World. You got to pay for the lightning lane. This is ridiculous. Emphasis on dick. If you have a Disney World annual pass, you'll need to pay extra for photos.
Yeah, they used to count. If you had annual pass, you used to get the photo pass. You don't now.
Yeah. But
they raised the price, but they took that away.
It's not worth it anymore. I know Universal's probably going to wind up going down the same path. They're going to have to, especially once they get, Nintendo in there.
Yeah.
But it's just getting to the point where it's like, they don't want normal people anymore. They're actively damaging their customers that have been so loyal for so long, and people are only going to take so much. Mm-hmm. If somebody says Disney, literally you go in there and they bleed you dry and there's no value whatsoever. You're going and the rides are broken and the people are miserable and there's trash all over the place and you can't even get a decent slice of cake for $10 effing. Nobody's going to go. No. So good luck with that.
Have fun.
We're not. I'm going to wrap it up, right?
I'm having fun. Yeah, good.
Having fun making fun of them. We're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.